So she asked me the question, so you don't have sex with men? And I said, yes, that's right honey, I am straight, I don't do men. Sorry about that, but I don't really need the money, I'm just doing all this for the experience and to help you out, plus I'm getting used to the idea of wearing condoms more often because there's certain women I know that don't care if I wear a condom or not during sex, and I always thought that was dumb. By the way, you know when some women actually don't check to see about things like that, they are actually putting themselves at risk because most men don't care about using a condom, but a lot of women do, but a lot of women don't actually check for it when they started to have sex with a handsome guy. Well, I'm not one of those men, I always make sure that I have condoms, you know, just so I don't get a STD from a random woman that I have sex with. And Roulette said, can we please stop talking about this shit now? I don't want to hear about you using contraception with your clients. And I said it's important because it means you and I could probably stay in business longer, and I'm a genius anyway with a doctorate's degree, so I know anyway if a woman has STDs just by me looking at her I can see it. I have excellent vision, it's just important to protect yourself in this line of work is all I'm saying. But in my mind I'm thinking that I know those types of diseases can't hurt me anyway because I'm immune to them, because my body is stronger than a human and the sun heals me every day. Not to mention all I have to do is fly inside the sun and take a sun bath naked, and then I'm cleared of all nasty diseases, and that's if I catch them, which is impossible because my immune to just won't allow it. And since I'm half human and I'm not a Kryptonian clone, I can have children with human women very easily. Even if a woman is nearly sterile I can have kids with her because I'm incredibly fertile. The only way it wouldn't work is if a woman no longer had her reproductive sex organs. So for example, I couldn't have kids with someone like Black Widow, but if woman still has her reproductive organs intact I could always have kids with her even if a woman is older, which is dangerous by the way ladies. It's also very dangerous if a woman isn't physically healthy. I'm talking about having children by the way. So after all that I decided to go back to the club and do security with Diamond after Roulette had sex with me again. For some reason every time Roulette got a chance she had sex with me, which is why I always have repeat customers. Unlike the canon events, Diamond doesn't hate me, and I'm not a racist white guy like the original Derrick Wright was, but he also doesn't like the fact that I have sex with other women, and I don't have the heart to tell him that Keyshawn actually enjoys it. And then Patrice Woodbine came to me one day asking me for some money, and I asked her, why do you want your own church anyway? And then she told me the reason, and then I gave her the money, and I even showed the Kyle family where they could set up their new casino in a busy area of town with a lot of traffic and without any trouble, and I even helped them fund the construction of the large casino in our county. And that's right, I'm a regular pillar of the community, and I even managed our town even more income thanks to my ideas for the new casino. They were also hiring strippers for the casino club, and that was Corbin Kyle's idea, and Uncle Clifford was not too happy about that idea. And then Clifford went straight to Corbin Kyle's house to confront him about it, and I told Clifford not to worry, we will find a way out. I will see if I can cut a deal with them since I pretty much funded everything and helped them build the place. And Clifford said, good, see what you can do please, you sexy handsome bastard. And Clifford said, damn boy, I wished you were bisexual or something, get the hell out of here. And I smiled and said, if I ever turn gay Clifford you'll be the first to know. And he said, oh damn, don't go and get a bitch excited. And then I winked and he said, go on boy. And then he said, in the office after I was gone, Clifford said, yeah, Keyshawn better keep an eye on him because I just might take him from her little ass, but he's straight, I ain't never heard of him being with men or even kissing a man. Plus I got plenty of ideas of what he's doing in the paradise room because I hear and see everything that goes on in there, and for a white boy he has a big penis. Yeah, Keyshawn is a lucky bitch because that man has the body of a Greek god. Good lordy, I'm getting hot just thinking about him. And now I got that bitch Brazil asking around about him, and then later that night Brazil and Whisper paid Roulette $50 a piece just to have sex with me, which is cheaper than my usual clients, but Roulette didn't want to charge the strippers too much money, so both of these women decided to talk to Roulette about me.